Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. So it's 9 a.m. right now. And the first thing I'm going to start off with is check whether there's news today. And as you can see, you guys, there is news that's going to come out at around 11:30. It's 9 a.m. right now. There's an S&P Global what, and the what, and the what. You really don't need to know exactly what news is coming out. But as long as it's red, this color red where they wrote volume, that's the most important thing that you need to know. If it's red, it's yes. So I'm using FXS for the calendar, which makes my life a lot simpler. So let's go into our charts and see what we can play. So we have to trade carefully, guys. Since we know there's news at 11:30, whatever trade that we're going to put in today, we need to trade really carefully. So we are now in GBPUSD on our 5-minute chart. And as I have drawn my trend lines here, I can see now that price is bouncing off of my pink trend line. Okay. So this pink trend line is my 4-hour trend line, which makes it trustworthy. Okay, if I can put it like that. So it's been bouncing up on that. It crossed the trend line and now support is turning into a resistance. The resistance is turning into support when it comes to this trend line, and the chances of this trend line this pricing going up is very high. So now I'm drawing a support area, and I am gonna draw another resistance area, a previous resistance area, and then I'm gonna readjust this previous resistance area to the most recent one, and then that's gonna show us that the price has honestly moved to a different side and pushed towards being a trend. So there we go. So price is going up, you guys, regardless whether it's going to go up until it reaches 11:30 and then the market will push down. We don't know. All we know is that from here, the market is going to go up. It did touch the trend line. And since it has touched the trend line, that is an opportunity to actually enter on a trade. You enter on a trade when it has touched the trend line and just bouncing off of the trend line, meaning that it's creating a lot of candlesticks around the trend line, not just breaking through it, but it's like resisting to go through it. Like the way it is right now, as you can see, there's some resistance on the trend line. It's unable to pass through. And then that's when you enter on your trade and take your trade to the next level. I always advise you guys to always use proper risk management, because when it comes to trading can just go sideways. So you don't want to blow your whole account. So guys, I'm on MetaTrader, and now I am trying to put in my trade. I've put in 2 trend lines, support and resistance lines, actually 2 of them on top and at the bottom, reflecting my support and my resistance. And then now I'm in the middle. Okay, but through my analysis has gone for an uptrend. Okay, so now I am looking towards putting a trade. I went back into my trading view account and to see whether my analysis is correct. Is this really an uptrend? Is it really a buy? And definitely yes. Confirmation, it is definitely an uptrend. So I went into my MetaTrader again and I put in my buy. With the buy that I put in, this is going to go up. I have a $15 account. So with a $15 account, I am using a 005, risking about $5 or so. I am also going to be putting about 2 positions so that I'm risking around $10. Okay. So I put in my first trade, and then I am going to put in a second trade. Guys, when it comes to analysis, definitely use TradingView. Definitely recommend using Trade. They have a free program. You don't have to pay anything. Yeah, I'm gonna put also my stop loss. I'm gonna place it just under the previous swing low. Okay. So just the previous lowest point, put it under there, or if it's a sell, put it under the the previous top point. Okay. It makes your life much easier and much simpler when you just do that. So yeah, you guys, now we're just gonna let the market do what it does and see how everything goes. I decided to look into the 1 minute chart, and guys, I just saw an explosive move up. Decided to put in another buy in the market based on the 1 minute chart. And yeah, because of this very strong candlestick, I decided to put in my buy. And we'll see how the market reacts. We're going to give it some time and come back a bit later. Okay, guys, so it's been after some time. And when I came back, I saw a huge red. Okay, I'm like, oh my goodness. I was down almost $2 down. Some strong red candlesticks based on the 5 minute chart. I got scared, but I trusted the process. I didn't take myself out of the market. I came back a bit later. The market was just proving green. It moved so quickly to the upside that I didn't get a chance to put in multiple positions the way that I had wanted to put multiple positions. But it is still okay. I decided to just let the market do its thing and give me what it wants to give me, okay? Because I wasn't focused. I was busy on other things. Okay, so it's fine. I let the market go on. And I decided to manage my risk. I decided to move to the 1 minute chart, and I decided to, hey, I am going to be managing this trading account right now. And I was up around $8, around $4 each. So it was around $8, $9, $10. I was so ecstatic, but I wanted more. Okay. Greediness kicked in. I said, you know what? I might just get 100% profit into this. But I risked $10. I already had that 100%. But in my mind, I was like, this is a $15 account. If I can just get $15 out of this, then I'd be good. The market started turning back, started consolidating, started doing all kinds of crazy things. I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to wait for it to touch at least 20 pips. That's what I'm going to wait for. I'm going to wait for a 20 pip mark. And once it reaches that 20 pip mark, then I will take out my trade. Things didn't go as planned. Okay. I got too scared and I overmanaged my trade. I expected more, whereas I should have been okay with just putting my trade where it needed to be. As you can see, this is a huge candlestick right here, based on the 5 minute chart, by the way. But it's a huge candlestick. And with a candlestick like this, you can honestly say, hey, we could be going even further up. But fear, guys, fear kicks in sometimes and it makes you do the most ridiculous things that you could ever, even a little bit to think about. Like it could just demotivate you. So at this point, I could have been up $15. Okay, so here is when the magic that got me out of this market prematurely happened. So the market was going for a retest. I'd say a retest, but the retest took a little bit longer than I had anticipated because of how strong those bullish candlesticks were. And then I decided to put my stop loss just below that candlestick there. which was a good point to put. It was a really good point, get good area to put my stop loss. But what had and what kicked me out is the fact that I increased my stop loss from there to an upper side. So that's the one thing that got me messed up, to kick me out of the market. I could have made like double this amount, but guys, trading is a learning curve. Every single day you learn, we learn, we learn, and we keep learning until we master it. Okay. But I got out with a profit. I got out with, I think, around about almost $8, which is a good amount based on the amount that I risked. I risked 10 and I got around about 8. So that's a great amount. I trailed my stop loss too quick, you guys, so that got me out. But overall, this was a good trade. Lesson learned. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys on another one.